did, and really just the whole team. As we've talked about, the defense has always been stellar. It has always been there, the effort, the energy. But to come into Brooklyn, the attention to detail, the focus on both ends of the floor, the composure. There was a moment where they went down 4. They responded with a 9-0 run going into the half. As you mentioned, a total team win, 48 minutes.
Allie, 19 of 34 for 56% from 3 as well. That ties the season high in made threes.
It kind of feels good to say it that way,
it does.
Right?
Feels real good.
And you look at the Brooklyn Nets side, just 5 threes for them as a whole. In that first matchup, we talked about Joe Harris. The Nets are 13-3 when he hits at least 6 or more. Brooklyn as a team, 5 threes.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Shannon only 3 points, Cabarrot only 5 points. He said we have to hold all their role players in check because those are the scary guys. You know what Kyrie's going to do. You know what KD's going to do, of course, when Harden plays as well. Guys, I want to talk about the new additions. Andre Drummond, hit it, Manny.
Hit it. Rage.
Hit it.
Let's rage.
Oh, Manny was ready right there. They were getting their rings with the Dodgers. He's with us today. He's so ready right there. B. Moore had that planned, our producer. We were all ready to go on that one. Andre Drummond, guys, he is a problem. The Nets did not have an answer for him. 20 points, 8 of 15, big game, 11 rebounds. People talk about his free throw shooting, 4 of 6. I just love the way he dominated the paint. They had no answer.
You know, in the 80s, you guys who can Google and go back, rest in peace, Moses Malone was that type of player. You did not want to be around him in the post because he was bringing the pain. He was going to bring it to you. He's physical. He's not afraid of the contact. He can make shots. He can put it on the floor and get by you. Really a quicker big than he plays. And, yeah, he's going to be a problem. Rebounding the basketball at will. We said before he came in here, he was a 20 guy a night. And I think he can possess that.
He only has 9 toenails.
Even better. Who cares?
The nickname is Nail.
Who cares? You know, I can't stop thinking about what Jared Dudley told us the other day on the Lake Show podcast, that you do not realize how good Andre Drummond will be until Anthony Davis and LeBron James return. And today we saw, and it's been in such a quick amount of time. You know, that first night against Milwaukee Bucks, obviously it was short-lived because of the toenail, but we saw him not reading and reacting as much, but thinking. Tonight, he got the ball. He demanded the ball. He went to the board. Crashed the glass.
You know, we didn't get to see him much in the Bucks game, right? Ripped off that toenail. He wasn't the same in the second quarter. We didn't see him in the second half. So really, the Miami game was his first full game in almost 2 months, James. And it was funny. On last night's show with Brian Kamenetsky and Mike Trudell, we were talking about what did that game in Miami show you from Andre Drummond. And for me, it was like, oh, when he's with LeBron and AD, he's a problem. Well, he was a problem tonight, too. Even without those guys, he's a problem.
Look, right now, without AD and LeBron, I believe that the offense is running through Drummond. You know,
you said that tonight.
Schroeder does his thing. He gets by you, and we have other pick and rolls. But I think for the threat of the offense, the defense, they have to be worried about him. The more and more he gets to that bucket, he's a shot maker, like I said, Geeter. He gets in there. He's not afraid to take it to you. And I think he does make the right decision when he has to pass out of the post. He's not afraid to look around and find that open guy. So, yeah, he's going to be a problem.
Do you want to know how to make Laker fans love you?
Shoot and make your threes.
Come into the game as a new Laker and rain threes down Ben McLemore. I mean, he finished with 17, but he erupted in that fourth quarter. Allie, he had, 14 in the fourth, 4 of 5 from 3, but what was it in the first 3 minutes?
11 straight.
Were we yelling in the newsroom?
Point. What were you yelling?
I was yelling.
Oh, yeah, you were yelling.
They had to tell me to actually quiet down.
But
I wanted this one.
I actually want you to take this because Rob Horry had a thought about whether or not he would be a good addition. This is before the Lakers even picked him up.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's about whether or not guys can be successful without the volume of shots. Can you still make an impact if those shots aren't coming at you at a high clip? And you said, if you can't, you shouldn't be in the NBA.
Yeah. You know what? When you're known as a specialist and they bring you in for a particular, reason, you have to be able to knock them down when you get the shots. And so, yeah, I mean, if you need volume shots, we'll give them to you, but you got to knock them down.
I got to tell you guys, he was suspended last game for walking that 5 feet off the scores table. I'm switching gears now. I'm going to THT.
I was like,
wait,
no, I'm down with Ben for a minute. I just got to go to THT because I just saw, when you look at his line, 14 points, 11 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 5 from 3. THT played a great game. And with Dennis going out, THT becomes the primary guy, Allie. He delivered on the big stage in a national game.
That's where your focus automatically turned to. Who is your playmaker now with Dennis Schroeder not in the basketball game? In THT, he still makes the young player mistakes, but you can live with them when the energy, the effort, the intention is there. And for him, he continues to learn. It's one of the big tasks that the coaching staff has placed on him to make great decisions. 10 assists, big game. That's great decision making.
Yeah, young 20-year-old probably saying, man, LeBron out, AD out. I'm getting some more volume. Now Schroeder got kicked out of the game. I'm running the show, and he did. He did. They talked about, whether he was worthy of being traded or not with Kyle Lowry. I heard Mark Jackson and Van Gundy talking about that. I think he's a keeper. I mean, Lowry would make an immediate impact, but this kid here is special. 20. And he can make and he's making an impact right now as well.
Also, so great. It was a great scene, man. He was walking off the court, coming out of the game, and there's AD and LeBron talking to him. I mean, the value in that is you can't really measure it. I believe he's ready. Dennis Schroeder may have a little fire under his teammates. They outscored Brooklyn 60-39 after the double ejections.
Wow.
60-39. Speak with Mike in the media.
Hey, Dennis, first of all, what was your perspective on the what happened with Kyrie and then the